Namaskaram, let's solve 2023 CSAT paper. First question, which one of the following statements best reflects the most rational, practical and immediate action required to ensure fair and equitable allocation of water to different stakeholders? Let's read the passage given. We often hear about conflicts among different states in India over river waters. Conflicts over river waters are the keywords in this sentence. Of the 20 major river systems, 14 are already water stressed. 75% of the population lives in water stressed regions, a third of whom live in water scarce areas. Water stress is the keyword in this sentence. Climate change, the demands of rising population and the need for agriculture to keep pace, and the increased rate of urbanization and industrialization will exacerbate water stress. Factors exacerbating water stress mentioned from here to here. According to the Constitution of India, water is a state subject and not that of union, except for regulation of interstate rivers. Except structure word. Key to ensuring balance between competing demands of various stakeholders is a basin-based approach to allocate water among its constituent regions and states. Allocating fair share of water to them requires assessments based on objective criteria such as specificities of the river basin, size of dependent population, existing water use and demand, efficiency of use, projected future use, etc., while ensuring the environmental needs of the river and aquifers. Here we have talked about problem, factors exacerbating the problem, solution, way forward. No options. When it comes to reading comprehension, we'll always use elimination method. No matter how sure you are, always use elimination method. Eliminate the options and arrive at the answer. This way, you're 100% sure. A national, pragmatic, legal and policy framework for water allocation should be made. If you see the way forward, the solution is broad here. Key is basin based approach. Allocating fair share of water requires assessments based on objective criteria, specificities of the river basin, size of dependent population, existing water use, demand, efficiency. So this seems to be a pragmatic national because states are involved, legal, policy framework. Let's go through B option. All river systems of the country should be linked and huge aquifers created. This seems to be a specific solution which is not mentioned in the passage. Eliminate again all river systems. Extreme, and this is highly impossible logically. Water channels between regions of water surplus and regions of water deficit should be created. No mention in the passage. To mitigate water crisis, water demand of sectors such as agriculture and industry should be reduced. No mention in the passage. If you see, these are all solutions, specific solutions which are not mentioned in the passage. The way forward is broad. So option A is our answer. What is implied by the passage? More than half of Indian women and almost a quarter of Indian men of working age suffer from anemia. So anemia is a keyword here. According to studies, they are anywhere from 5 to 15% less productive than they could be as a result thereof. How anemia affecting the productivity is discussed here. India also has the largest tuberculosis burden in the world, costing 170 million work days to the country annually. Here tuberculosis, here anemia, here tuberculosis. Again, productivity discussed, but structure what is just important as lost productivity now is lost potential in the future. So we are not only losing the productivity but potential in the future as well. It is becoming increasingly clear that on many measures of cognitive ability, malnourished Indian children perform 2 or 3 times worse than their adequately nourished peers. We are talking about malnourishment here, how it's affecting the children's productivity. For an economy that will be more dependent on highly skilled workers, this poses a significant challenge, and it is one that really should be addressed given India's demographic outlook. Education system must be strengthened in rural areas. Nowhere there is a mention of education system. We are discussing about health issues here. Anemia, tuberculosis, malnourishment. Large scale and effective implementation of skill development program is the need of the hour. It may be, but passage doesn't talk it as a whole. We are talking about health problems, how it's affecting the economy, how it's going to affect the economy in future. For economic development, health and nutrition of only skilled workers need special attention. Only. Extreme word. What about children? These children are going to be workforce tomorrow. Demographic outlook. Eliminate. For rapid economic growth as envisaged by us, attention should be paid to health and nutrition of people. Health, yes. Nutrition, yes. And it's connected to economic growth. This is what we are discussing in the passage. So D is our answer. Most logical and rational message conveyed. In India, a majority of farmers are marginal and small, less educated and possesses low adaptive capabilities to climate change, perhaps because of credit and other constraints. Perhaps because structure words, adaptive capabilities to climate change discussed here and the reason for the same. So structure word, one cannot expect autonomous adaptation to climate change. Again, adaptation to climate change discussed here. We cannot expect autonomous adaptation because they have credit and other constraints. Less educated, even structure word, if it was possible, it would not be sufficient to offset losses from climate change, even if they adopt. To deal with this, adaptation to climate change is paramount alongside a fast mitigation response. Structure word, around such a word, weightage of the words changes. Another solution is to have a planned or policy driven adaptation which would require the government to come up with policy recommendations. Perception is a necessary prerequisite for adaptation. Whether farmers are adapting agricultural practices to climate change depends on whether they perceive it or not. However, this is not always enough for adaptation. It is important how a farmer perceives the risks associated with climate change. How? Adaptation to climate change and mitigation response are basically the responsibilities of the government. Wrong, not just policy driven recommendations. Perception is necessary. People need to perceive the risks associated with climate change. So it is not the job of government only. Basically the responsibilities of the government. Extreme statement. Climate change causes a change in government policies regarding land use patterns in the country. Land use patterns nowhere mentioned. Seems like a specific solution. Avoid it. Risk perceptions of farmers are important for motivating them for taking adaptation decisions. This is what mentioned here. Messages are usually conveyed at the end of the passage. Since mitigation is not possible, where do we set mitigation is not possible? Eliminate it. Raj has 10 pairs of red, 9 pairs of white and 8 pairs of black shoes in a box. If he randomly picks shoes one by one without replacement from the box to get a red pair of shoes to wear, what is the maximum number of attempts he has to make? The question is based on permutation and combination. Maximum number of attempts means worst case. Kindly get this. Minimum number of attempts means best case. So in worst case, how many attempts he has to make? He has to get pair of, again see, pair of red shoes. One left red shoe and then right red shoe. We are going for worst case. Say he picked up all white shoes first and then black shoes. How much? 34. We are going for worst case dear. Thereafter 10 left shoes or 10 right shoes. 44 attempts. 45th attempt, he would be having a pair to the left shoe or right shoe, right? So he has to make 45 attempts to get a pair of red shoes to wear. Answer D. In how many ways can a batsman score exactly 25 runs by scoring single runs, fours and sixes only, irrespective of the sequence of scoring shots? Problem based on permutation and combination. There is no formula for this problem. You have to count manually, and options, if you see, not big numbers, you can manually count. But again, whenever you follow manual counting method, do it in systematic way. That will make the things easy, clear for you, so that you don't get confused. Very, very important. Manual method, systematic way. So there are H6s, Y4s, Z singles. So 6x plus 4y plus z is equal to 25. This is the equation. X, y, z greater than or equal to 0. There can be 0, no singles, no fours, no sixes, and there should be integers. If you see one equation, three variables, you cannot find the solution. Manual counting is the only way. Or different cases, say x is 0, no 6. So this equation will become 4y plus z is equal to 25. The possible values of y and z. Y and z are integers. So y is 0, no force, z 25. Use this equation. If y is 1, z would be 21. 4 into 1, 4. 4 plus 21, 25. Y is 2, z 17. Y 3, z 13. Y 4, z 9. Y 5, z 5. Maximum force you can have 6, 0 to 6. So total 7 possibilities in this case. See, I'm doing it in systematic way. Took h0, thereafter y0, y1, y2. You don't need to go through all these. If you take y value as some integer, z will also be some integer. So minimum 0, maximum 6, total 7. 1 6 case x is equal to 1. This equation will become this. 4y plus z is 25 minus 6. So that is 19. Now again start with y 0. Z would be 19. Maximum y can take 4. 4 4s are 16. If you go for 5 4s, it is 20. So near to this, how many 4s you can have? 4 4s. So 0 to 4, 5 possibilities. Say you have 2 6s. 4y plus z 13. Now 0 4s, maximum you can have 3 4s. So here 4 possibilities. So you have 3 6s. In that case, this equation will become this. 4y plus z is 7. You can have at max 1 4. So 0 to 1. 2 possibilities here. When you have 4 6s, this equation will become this. This is the only possibility. You cannot have more than 4 6s because 6 5s are 30. You have 25 only. So total number of possibilities 7 plus 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. 7 plus 3 10. 10 plus 9 19. 19 is our answer.